So for my prop box, I am doing a vet's office. A lot of the items I already had at home because I have a 7-year-old little girl, and I thought it would be perfect because she loves to play and pretend. So for my items for my prop box, I have a lab coat for the person being a vet. I have materials to use in the actual vet's office. So I have cotton balls, and then I have some empty bottles for pets. Like this one is an ear cleaner. And we have a few other empty bottles that you can use, where you can create labels. Of course, we have Band-Aids. And then we have our doctor's bag. And then inside of our doctor's bag, of course, we have to have shots. And stethoscopes. We have a blood pressure cuff. We have an otoscope. We have a flashlight. I have a spray bottle if needed. And then I have a basket that all of it has sat in. So you can store all of your doctor's equipment in the basket like so. For if you want to make a waiting area, I have a phone. It's just an old phone, old cordless phone. And then clipboards and pens for my printables that can be laminated, and you can use dry erase markers on there. Most of them I found on Teachers Pay Teachers. So, like I have this form right here. It can be copied and laminated, and you can use dry erase markers on it. So they would write the name of the pet, the type of pet that it is, how the pet is feeling. Are they updated on shots? And then the child would write their name at the bottom. So, if you wanted to expand a little bit, you could also have a nurse, and this would be like the nurse's form, where they would fill in what the animal was, if it had a temperature, if it's feeling sick, and the treatment, what needs to be done, if it needs a shot or rest or bandage. And then, just like at a real doctor's office, where we have the doctor's notepads. So this I would make copies of, and of course laminate everything. But this is a doctor's notepad, so it's just like the pet is getting a prescription. Whether it needs medicine or exercise, if it needs grooming, rest, a bath, or just love. And then some prints that you could label your different animals for the shelves. We've got a snake and a turtle and a gerbil. And then there's a rabbit and a dog and a cat. And, you can make a fish. And then I have my open and close signs. I did that backwards, sorry. To set up some chairs, I have a waiting room. We can make, like, some vets' offices have stuff for sale, like dog food and brushes and stuff like that. and leashes. So you can add a pet supplies and have a small shelf with pet supplies on it that your owner can buy. And then the doctor is, and the child's name is in the office, which that can be posted. And then if you wanted, if you had a little bit older kids, there's also another form that, if you wanted to play with them, this is another form, and it's asking if what the pet's name is, how old the pet is, if it's a boy or a girl, what kind it is, what's the problem? Does it have an upset tummy? Is it too sleepy? A hurt paw? A hurt wing? Is there something wrong with the eye or tooth or ear or the fur? Or does it have a broken tail? Here is the section for the notes. Does it have it? What's its temperature, the weight? And then if it needs any medicine, of course, that would be for either older kids or if you were playing with the child in the little vet area. So those are the forms I found. Of course, we would have to make signs for what our vet is, the name of our vet. I also have little toy cage, like a little toy cage. This could be for a cat, or you could put a puppy in it. And then I have some animals. I have a cat and a dog. Of course, we have to treat our sick teddy bears. And I have a lamb. But you can expand it. I know there's the for real animals that are movement, and there's birds and ladybugs. So if you had those, you could add them to that. And then I have a storage container to put all of it in, and I have a base for it. It looks like this. So you just slide the container in it if you need to store it to switch out a center, or if it's time to put everything away for an easy cleanup if you have a small space. There are also, for the waiting room area, in my Word document, I have listed several books. There's a book called Dog by Matthew Van Fleet. I don't have the actual book, but I looked it up on Amazon. There's a book called Cat, and it's also by Matthew Van Fleet. The Pigeon Wants a Puppy by Mo Willems. And the list goes on. I listed the author and different books that can be added to your vet's office for the waiting area. So you can get the literacy, another added literacy part out of it. Ezra Jack Keats has a book called Pet Show. Of course, Pete the Cat is a great book to put in there. Spike Lee and Tanya Lewis Lee have a book called Puppy Please, excuse me. But like I said in my document, there is a list of books, and there's Froggy Gets a Doggy. To expand on the vet's office, there are also forms on, I believe, Teachers Pay Teachers that you can get, and you can make an adoption area. I know some of the vet's offices actually do have an adoption area for animals that are left. This prop box focuses on the 4 domains that we're looking at. They can get social emotional skills that they're learning, that they're able to act out the roles between being the vet and the owner. If you wanted to add the nurse, there's that other role, and they're able to cooperate while playing. The cognitive skills they're learning are, while being a vet, they have to think and act out being either the vet or the owner. They have to organize the materials. They have to express their ideas and their concerns about the animal. They have to pay attention to what either the vet or the owner says, and they have to come up with a solution. What's wrong with the animal? The physical and motor skills are that they're developing, or that they're able to use their hand-eye coordination. They're using their large and small muscles while putting on the lab coat, and while they're manipulating the different props, they're using fine motor when they're holding their pens and filling out their paper. The language and literacy that they're learning is that they're asking questions, they're answering the questions, they're using the literacy and writing skills to fill out paperwork and assessments on the animals, and they're using language that is appropriate for the different roles, and they're learning more literacy skills while in the waiting room. They're reading books about different pets, and there can be magazines with different pets in there. I hope you guys like this and use some of the ideas. I know we also have a area set up where we have the Doc McStuffins actual vet clinic in her playroom that she can use all of these items for. Thank you.